and the signing of the MOU for the development of 20,000 houses for civil servants, public servants, and social housing. This occasion reaffirms our commitment to the cooperation between the People's Republic of China and the Kenyan government. Needless to add, Kenya has witnessed a lot of investments from China, and especially from the year 2006, during the Beijing summit, when the government of the People's Republic of China pledged more investment and greater cooperation with the continent of Africa. I can hereby say without fear of contradiction that today, China is the largest single trading partner of African countries in Sub-Saharan Africa. My ministry is one of the ministries which have immensely benefited in terms of project funding and technical assistance from this cooperation. You are aware about the standard gauge railway, the Thika superhighway, and 3 World Bank funded programs in the Kenya informal settlements projects in Eldoret and Mombasa. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya, like other African countries, is experiencing rapid urban growth, which is putting pressure on our urban infrastructure, including housing. A survey undertaken in 2013 indicates that Kenya requires nearly 200,000 housing units annually, as opposed to the current number of 50,000 being developed. There currently exists a wide range of possible intervention areas that the private sector can engage with the government through public-private partnership and joint venture contractual arrangements, which can help us to bridge this gap. These areas include slum upgrading, provision of social housing, mixed-use development projects, provision of housing and for disciplined forces, provision of housing for civil servants, and in general, provision of housing for all Kenyans. In all these areas mentioned, there exist opportunities for engagement with the private sector with the sole aim of improving the living conditions of Kenyans.
You talked about the SDGs, which requires huge funding. As you know, it's a very ambitious goals that we have set ourselves, which was adopted last year in the UN General Assembly, and requires moving from what we are talking currently of billions of dollars to trillions of dollars. So that is quite huge resources, and I'm very happy CAD Fund has come to support to fill that gap, funding gap, which is highly required at this particular time. You all know that we also will be hosting a very big conference in November called Global Partnership for Effective Development Cooperation, and we will be working closely with China to bring in new innovation in how we can fund the very ambitious social development goals, especially the ones for Kenya. CAD Fund has shown willingness to support projects such as the Tana River Hydropower Development Project, Mu Basin Coal Plant Project, and diatomite project. Let me say that Kenya has an array of areas for investment that CAD Fund could invest in, such as the road annuity program, which has already been mentioned, the housing program, which we have already embarked, starting with the public housing, and now I'm glad that we are going to sign an MOU for private housing today. There are other projects in energy, manufacturing, agro-processing, value addition. We look forward for more engagement with the CAD Fund now that they have set up shop here in Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, the government shall continue to examine its policies to ensure that we encourage growth of new business seeking to build efforts to improve business environment. As you all know, we've done a great deal of work here in terms of improving the business environment and reducing the many hurdles.